Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing the latest stimulus check information and stimulus package updates. And guys, remember on Friday, I'll be announcing the winners of a $100 free Amazon gift card. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, click the bell, and give this video a like. Then leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts on President like Joe Biden and whether or not you think he will pass the $2,000 stimulus checks.
President Biden is going to get to work. He is getting ready to sign a series of executive orders later this evening, and several of them will be rolling back things that former President Trump put in place. He'll be reversing the travel ban on Muslim-majority countries. He'll be rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement. He's re-engaging with the World Health Organization. He's also going to take several steps to fight the COVID-19 pandemic.
According to Forbes.com, here's how much money you would receive from a third stimulus check. If you're a qualifying single taxpayer who received or expect to receive $600 in the most recent payment round, you likely qualify to receive $1,400 under Biden's proposal. Remember guys that last Thursday, Joe Biden unveiled his $1.9 trillion stimulus bill called the American Rescue Plan, which will include a third round of economic impact payments, also known as stimulus checks.
Appointing a coordinator, someone whose sole job at reporting directly to him is to coordinate the response, getting out PPE and vaccines and testing. He's going to extend the pause on student loan payments and evictions. So he's going to take some steps to not only fight the virus, but also give some economic relief. Then we'll see several executive actions over the coming days, but those are some of the first ones that we expect this evening. We expect more than a dozen, according to his team. And
Bill will require 60 votes to pass. Democrats and Republicans will each have 50 seats in the Senate, and Vice President Kamala Harris can vote in the event of a tie. To pass this bill, Biden will need the support of at least 10 Republicans and a full Democratic caucus in the Senate. According to Forbes.com, they pose the question of, is the American Rescue Plan a law? Well, the answer is not yet. Biden will be inaugurated today in hopes to gain support and pass this bill quickly. However, while some Republican senators have indicated they support $2,000 stimulus payments, the Wall Street Journal reported that some prominent Republicans have criticized the bill for being too broad. The bill will require 60 votes to pass. Democrats and Republicans will each have 50 seats in the Senate, and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris can vote in the event of a tie. To pass this bill, Biden will need the support of at least 10 Republicans and a full Democratic caucus in the Senate. And here's how much money you'll receive once the third stimulus check is approved. The bill can go up to $1,400 for qualifying individuals, $2,800 for qualifying couples who file a joint tax return, and $1,400 for each dependent under the age of 17. For single people, the payments are reduced for those with adjusted gross incomes above $75,000. For married couples filing jointly, the phase-out begins at an AGI of $150,000.
It concerns me that nobody seems to be talking about anymore is the massive amount of debt that we continue to rack up as a nation. And in fact, the president-elect has proposed a couple $2 trillion fiscal plan on top of that which we've already done, which would add somewhere on the order of about $5.3 trillion to deficits, and that's according to the Committee for Responsible Budget, of which you have been a board member. That's 25% of GDP, and it would move the additional debt above 100% debt to GDP, which are it's categories that we haven't been in literally since the 1940s. And so what I'm concerned about is we seem to have no concern now about borrowing money in the short term. And the argument is that interest rates are low, it's like free money.
If you file as head of household, the reductions begin at $112,500. Everybody tell me in the comments down below, are you ready to receive a third stimulus check of $1,400? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments. Now your 2019 tax return will be used to determine whether you're eligible for a stimulus payment. If you have not filed 2019 tax returns, your 2018 tax returns will be used. If you receive Social Security or SSDI payments, but did not file a tax return in 2018 or 19, you will also receive a stimulus check based on information that was sent to the IRS. Now the IRS and Treasury Department started sending the second stimulus checks within a week of President Trump signing the second stimulus relief bill. They also stated on December 29th that if Congress passed a law that increased the stimulus amount, that the stimulus checks or the economic impact payments that have been issued will be topped up as quickly as possible. So folks, once our politicians in Congress approve a third stimulus check, we can expect to receive one very soon.
It's not, it has to be paid back. And at some point, the risk-return ratio that people who are lending us money are going to say is not sufficient for the risk, and they're going to demand a higher interest rate. That'll happen at some point. Interest rates will start to normalize, and we have to refinance at a higher interest rate. And pretty soon, the interest on the debt exceeds what we spend on even national security for our country. Republicans traditionally have believed that we ought to reduce spending, we need to reform entitlement programs, that we need to have policies in place that create greater growth in the economy, all of which make the debt look smaller by comparison. Democrats have argued we need more revenue, more taxes, and Senator Crapo also already sort of got at that issue. But I just want to know what you think, because I know in the past you've expressed concerns about the debt and the deficit. The two previous administrations have not been very interested in entitlement reform. We have not only the debt that we're adding in the short term.
In regards to unemployment benefits, well, Governor Andrew Cuomo has announced a proposal to boost partial unemployment benefits as part of the 2021 State of the State. The new plan will ensure unemployed New Yorkers who accept part-time work are not penalized while providing flexibility as businesses build back better. Partial unemployment benefits will now be passed on actual hours worked rather than days worked. Since March 2020, New York State has distributed over $62 billion in unemployment benefits to 4 million new workers. Partial unemployment insurance changes are in effect for work starting Monday, January 18, 2021. This includes over $1 billion paid during the week of January 4th, 2021 to New Yorkers through newly extended federal unemployment programs. Unemployed New Yorkers' weekly benefits are reduced by 25% for each day that individual works, regardless of the hours worked.
We have structural problems that are long-term that are going to drive that, continue to drive that debt higher in the future. What your thoughts are with respect to reforming entitlements, with respect to the amount of the debt situation that we find ourselves right now, and when is it enough? When is it too much? When do we hit that point where the thing starts to collapse? That's what really concerns me, and nobody is talking about it really in either party anymore. It was something that used to occupy a lot of our discussions in the past, but nobody seems to care much about it.
With that being said, everybody, that is all the news in today's video. I hope all of you guys found this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and give this video a like. I truly appreciate everyone's amazing support. Until next time, have a great day and stay safe.